Hello and welcome to part 6 of our Discover University Let's Play. I know it's been a long time between the last part and this one, but I was having some family crises situations and I wasn't able to play or record for a while, but I am back. And like I said in the last part, we are going to try to have some kind of a funeral memorial service for Grandma because she passed away in the last part, obviously. And so that is what we are going to try to do today. So let us head over to the dorms and check on Avery and see how she's doing. Okay, so here we find Avery kind of just standing here staring off into the abyss. She is probably unable to sleep well because of all the stress that she's under. It's 4 o'clock in the morning, so I'm assuming that she's too emotional and just kind of like uneasy to really get a good night's sleep, as happens when people are super stressed out. So let's have her actually grab her grandma's computer and put it into her inventory because, well, her grandma's not going to have any use for it anymore. But she wants to maybe keep it just because it was something that she owned and kind of reminds her of her grandma. It is too early to start the funeral already. So we are just going to have her kind of, aw, she's going to the bathroom to cry, I think. Oh, poor. She's just really taking this so hard. As you can, why? As you can imagine. So she just kind of snuck off into one of the stalls to cry, which is really, really sad to see. But it's probably a really emotional day for her having to have the services and all. So let's grab her something to eat and try to get her needs as good as we can before she starts kind of all the things that she has to do today. Excuse me, guys. And then we can maybe pick out her outfit for the funeral, dress her up in something like a little bit more appropriate. Why are her eyes are like really, I don't know if they're glossed over or they look like light blue. Like, please get away. Aw, see? He came over and he was like, "Look, I made this for you, in memory of your grandma," and just put it on the table right in front of her. So that was really sweet. We're going to say that that was kind of like a memorial gift for her grandmother, and maybe she should kind of try to talk to people. I think that she has been keeping to herself, kind of locking herself in her dorm room and not socializing. So maybe she can talk to this guy and kind of like get some of her emotions and feelings off of her chest and ask him for some advice. And hopefully that'll make her feel a little bit better. So I have her outfit picked out here. And I got a notification that says that her final exam is in an hour and there's still time to cram. So hopefully I can have her kind of study on the computer to prepare herself a little bit for the final exam. She's all dressed up for the funeral, but she has to run to class real quick. So I think we'll have it right after she takes her test. I'm not seeing like an option for her to study, which is kind of worrying me. But I think that I've done enough classwork and preparation with her and grandma that they should be able to pull out decent grades. And look how cute she looks. I have this hat on her. I think it's so perfect for the occasion. And she's dressed in all black. And this is kind of like her outerwear, for her dress that she's wearing because it is still winter, the longest winter ever in life. And so this is how she's gonna look, and I guess she's gonna walk up to her class like that because we don't have time to change. And I'm gonna see if I can maybe get her to at least do homework in this class to bring her. Nope, she doesn't have any homework. I don't know where her homework is, so she's just gonna have to just go in there and kind of wing it. I don't know how well she'll do since she's so emotional over so many things, but hope you do good. Good luck. So here we are at the venue. It's a nice little church slash like graveyard lot that I downloaded from the gallery. Let's take a look here. We have, the funeral flowers and stuff and wreaths, piano and just a lot of flowers everywhere, a coffin, a picture of Gam Gam up here, for make it more of a personal experience. So people are starting to arrive. There's a good amount of people here for Alba to pay their respects. So we'll have Avery kind of like thank people for coming, talk to people, be a good like hostess, I guess you would call it. And over here, this guy is the pastor. We're gonna say that he was the pastor of Avery and Alba's church back home. And so he knows Avery and also had a personal relationship with Alba. So he was like the best person to kind of do the services. And now he is up there doing his speech sermon thing. And of course, everybody is just standing around because it's The Sims and it's like impossible to get everybody to sit down when you're having any kind of an event in The Sims. But we'll kind of try to ignore them and pretend they're not kind of like clogging up the front of the stage. And so he's like, "Oh, thank you so much for coming. Alba would be so happy to see how many people showed up and how many people cared about her. We know she's up there in a better place right now, so try not to drown in your sorrow and let us celebrate her life that she had while she was here. I knew her personally, and she was a wonderful woman. And even though she will be missed so much, uh, weeping endureth for a night, and joy comes in the morning." Something like that, pretty much. I'm not, the person that's skilled at giving these speeches. But yeah, this is kind of weird for me to be doing this. I knew it would be a little bit weird for me to do this episode right now because I just recently, a week ago, had somebody in my family pass away in real life, and we had to go through all the funeral and stuff like that. So, I don't know. I don't like this too much, but I'm going to try to continue the story and stuff. Oh my goodness. Avery's final exam is in an hour. She has another final exam today. I don't think she's gonna make it. What's she gonna do? Get up from her grandma's funeral and run to class? So let's have her do her eulogy. She's up here talking, thanks so much for showing your love and respect to my grandmother. She cared very much about all of you. I'm just gonna miss her so much. And even though I know that she's in a better place, I don't know what to do. We had so many plans and things that we were going to do together, and now everything is ruined, and I have no idea how I'm going to just get through the rest of my life without her. She was the most important person in the world to me, and I just miss her so much. And I wish that she can hear me when I tell her how much I love her, and I'll never be the same. And I just wish that we were together each and every day. Okay, yeah, so this is weird for me. I don't want to continue to do this, but basically, she's up there, she's giving her feelings, she's feeling sad, but also maybe a little bit angry, confused, and lost because if you know the storyline, she has lost her parents at a very young age, and that's why her grandma did raise her and was so close to her. So she's dealt with a lot of tragedy and loss in her life. So I think maybe she doesn't have like the coping mechanisms to kind of deal with the situation, like of this magnitude right now. But now everybody is kind of saying their final goodbyes, which looks really, really sad. And they're crying. I'm glad Rodney is here by her side, kind of supporting her through this time. She doesn't have a lot of people that she's close to, so that really probably means a lot to her. And hopefully she can, of course, as soon as I say that, he like throws on his coat and is like, "See ya, I'm out." But yeah, he's been there for her, and hopefully they'll continue their relationship, even if it's just a friendship. Mustachio's here. He's really torn up. He was, he loved him some Gam Gam. But yeah, we'll just kind of have them, say their final goodbyes, and then maybe we can go out to the cemetery or graveyard that's in the back and place grandma's tombstone back there amongst the other ones. Oh my gosh, her final grades. FFD. She's suspended. Wait, what does that mean? Oh my gosh. I mean, F? It said that she did enough like to have decent grades. F is not decent. I don't know what she's gonna do now. I don't even really know what happens when you get suspended. I mean, I don't know. She's just gonna kind of sit around in the dorms and like do nothing while she waits like to be able to reapply. Suspended. Avery is now suspended from university. She cannot register for courses for the next 5 days. Okay, you know what? I don't think that she would really even go to classes the way that she's feeling and what she's going through for at least a few sim days. So maybe that's the best thing right now. And now we are having them just kind of go around this church to the back where she can, put her grandmother to rest. Look at her. She just looks like she doesn't even know how to deal right now, like with the world. It's so terrible and so sad. But here we are. Let's kind of pick a spot to put her right here in the front so she'll be easy to find when she wants to visit and stuff. And let's change or put what it says on, engrave it on the epitaph on the thing. So what should we write? Rest in pieces. Oh my gosh. Why would they have that on there? Okay, what should we write? Beloved grandmother, um best friend, I'm not good at this, guys. You will be missed. No. You will be greatly missed. Yeah, I think that's good. I mean, it sounds a little bit like generic, but you don't want to put like all your whole personal business on there so that anybody who reads it can see. So I think, yeah, that's good. She's her best friend, she's a grandma, and she misses her. All right. So now, she just kind of, I think it's really hitting her. You know how like sometimes when something like this happens, it doesn't really like hit you like it's real. But I think like maybe right now that's when it's kind of really hitting her. Like that's it. She's gone. She's not gonna be in my life anymore. I'm not gonna see her every day. We didn't get to graduate from uni together like we planned, and she's just kind of breaking down. Having an emotional breakdown right now. Okay, so we are at Makey Haas's house. She is the lady that was the head of the kind of homework study group that Avery and her grandmother were in. She has so graciously offered up her house to have kind of like a memorial dinner type thing. And here are some condolence cards and stuff that people send to the family. And she's just kind of viewing those right now. But yeah, so obviously that she didn't have a house to hold some kind of a dinner or something like that, so she offered hers up, and that is where they are at right now. I think everybody kind of needs a good meal and maybe to just sit down and relax a little bit. There is a caterer here. Oh gosh. Okay. So Avery has passed out on the floor. She is exhausted, plus probably like emotionally and mentally exhausted as well. So let's let her kind of wake up from this little floor power nap, and then maybe she can have something to eat. I think everybody's just kind of like, you know, letting her kind of just pass out and stuff. Like, they know that she's going through a lot. So they're not kind of like even really blinking at it. So everybody seems to be upstairs, kind of gathered anyway. I'm trying to find maybe a bed for Avery to. Oh my gosh, Owen! Why is Owen here? I don't think Avery would like that. So, if you know from the other parts, Owen is a guy that Alba kind of, had a little bit of a relationship with, but then he pretty much just dissed her and said that he didn't like her like that. So, I feel like Avery would come up and be very upset and argue with Owen, if she saw him there. So that is what she is about to do. She is going to confront him from being there, and he's like, "Oh, I'm sorry for your loss. Um, I know things didn't end that well, but I wanted to come pay my respects." So she's like, "You're sorry? I can't believe you even showed up here. You are so rude." And he's like, "I'm just trying to do the right thing, by you and your grandmother. The right thing would be just get out of here. I don't want to see you. I can't believe you have the nerve to even just show up, at my grandma's thing. You were so terrible to her, and I don't want you here. I just get out, get out." So they're just arguing, and maybe he's kind of being rude as well, but she just wants him to leave basically because she doesn't want his negativity in this situation. "I cannot believe you even had the nerve to show up here. You're so rude." And he's like, "I never even really did anything wrong, She was a friend of mine, and I just wanted to pay my condolences." And she passes out on the floor again. So she fainted. She's overstressed. But I think that thinking about it, she really wants to just forgive him, because I think that she thinks that that's what her grandmother wanted her to do. It's always best to forgive people for things that happened in the past. It'll also help her to move on for the situation. So I'm gonna have her kind of try to apologize or make up with him, from the argument that they just had, because she doesn't want to leave it like that. She wants to let him know that maybe she's just going through a lot, and that she actually appreciates that he came to pay his respects. So hopefully this goes well and he doesn't, react negatively. Look, I'm really sorry. I've been through a lot. It's a tough day. He's like, oh, it's okay. I understand what you're going through. She's like, thanks for coming. I'm sure it would mean a lot to Grandma that you are here. And he's like, no problem. I'm really sorry for your loss. So now she's finally getting a plate to eat. She's really her needs are all over the place because it's been like a super super long day. And here's that Makey Haas girl who is kind of hosting this dinner for everyone. So I'll have Avery thank her and just kind of chat with her a little bit. Let her know that she appreciates what she's done for her. Thanks so much for having this. She's like, you were a really good friend of mine and Grandma's, and I really appreciate it. She's like, oh, no problem. It's my pleasure, and just let me know if there's anything you need. Just give me a call. I'm here for you for whatever you might need through this difficult time. And then Rodney's over here in the background looking like he's kind of a little bit annoyed, and maybe he's trying to talk to Avery, and she's just like, you know what, Rodney, just leave me alone. Like, I just want to be left alone. Don't bother me right now. This Even the caterer is getting in it. She's like, yeah, just go away. He's like, I'm just trying to be there for you, Avery. Like, I don't understand, you're pushing me away. You haven't said two words to me. I know you're going through a difficult time right now, but I'm trying to be there. Look, he's upset. He's like, I'm trying to be there for you. Why won't you let me help you? You got suspended from school. Like, what are you gonna do, Avery? I'm just trying to help you out. And she's just like, you know what, I don't care, just leave me alone, Rodney. She cares for him, but right now in these emotions that she's having, she's angry and she just doesn't want to deal with it. So she just kind of pushing him away, like, I don't care what you have to say, just go. She's like, I'm out of here. She's done. She's done with this whole situation, and she's just probably gonna go out and I don't know, maybe just go for a walk. Everybody's leaving. Oh, well, first she's going to pass out on the floor as usual. Oh my gosh. I thought she won the lottery for a second. I was about to say, wow, yay, something positive. But that was just saying that the lottery was over. Oh my gosh. I thought she was like a millionaire. So we are back at the dorms. I'm not exactly sure what we're going to do about her situation not being in classes. I'm not exactly sure how that's going to work. Unfortunately, Avery has been suspended and she needs to pack up and move out, basically. Okay, so there's our answer. She's not going to be able to stay in the dorm. So I think I'm going to end this part right here. We have to kind of figure out what she's going to do. What's her next move? Where she's going to live, and just kind of what the next step in her life is. So please leave a comment down below if you have any ideas or suggestions of what we should do next in her life as she packs up and moves out of university. And give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I really appreciate it, and I will see you in the next part. See you later.